Hello! Today I will be demonstrating the functionality of our app called UterUs, which is a woman's health tracking app that focuses on providing menstrual tracking features while prioritizing user privacy. So here on our homepage, you can see our three main screens, which are the calendar, resource map, and timer. We also have a little view here for a quick look at which period you are in your menstrual phase. Now, because I've started the app for the first time, this is just going to tell me that no data has been persisted for that yet. So let's go into our first screen, which is the calendar. The calendar accesses some data from Android's Health Connect SDK. This is our out-of-scope lab feature. And in order for UterUs to access that information, I simply just click Allow All, and that brings us into our main component for the menstrual tracking and other tracking features that are available in this app. So you can see we have like a really simple calendar where I'm able to navigate to other months. I'm able to look at what I've logged for a certain day just by clicking at dates. And once I log it, let's say I had menstrual flow today, I took birth control today, I can log my moods or add a medication. We can do ibuprofen, for example, as a type of painkiller. So once I save this entry, I can re-access it at any time by pressing on the same date. And since I've added a medication, I can also see that medication reflected in other logs when I'm trying to update my daily logs for a certain day. So once I've updated my logs, the period day also updates as well. And down here is where we can see our step tracker for the day. So this step counter isn't actually computed by our app ourselves, but it actually reads from data that Fitbit persists to Health Connect SDK. So this is really just a centralized view for our users to get a good look at their health for a particular day. Moving on to the next screen, we have a timer. This is kind of a more abstract utility. You can use it for pretty much anything that needs to be timed, but the intended purpose of this was so that users have a simple way of tracking how long they've been using a certain menstrual product. So these presets here are all recommended times that you might, for example, leave a tampon in. And once this timer goes down, a notification is sent to the user that the timer has run out. So I'm going to stop that for now. Moving on to the next screen, we have our resource map, which accesses our current location to display information about nearby pharmacies, for example, or nearby doctors. We can also use this resource map to display abortion information about whichever state you're currently in, since that varies from state to state. And this abortion information is actually drawn from an abortion API. So if I navigate to any different state, let's say Iowa, I can hit this display abortion information button to get the appropriate information for whichever state I'm in. So it's just a convenient view to get that information without having to look that up. On the profile page is where I control whether I want this app to be password enabled or not, just for an extra layer of privacy protection. So if I turn this on, then I get this login screen where I'll have to enter an email and a password to actually access the app. So I'm going to use an account that I've already signed up with. And once I hit sign in, that'll just take me back to the app. So that's all the functionality that we have, and thanks for watching.